Hello and welcome. You're with IndiaPostLive.com, India's first live conversation web television. And recently we have started a new show called Trend Tonic, where we give you the updates on the major topics which are trending on social media. Remember, India Post Live is also but an extension of social media. It is a platform where all of you can engage, interact, voice your opinions, tell us what you think about the different topics that people are talking about on social media. So Trend Topic is what we have introduced, and today we are going to bring you some of the top trends that are doing the rounds on social media in India. Of course, the top story is #Pak Boat. Now, in fact, what has happened is that the controversy over Coast Guard DIG Loshali's reported statement on blowing up the suspect Pakistani boat on the night of December 31st. Now, this entire controversy has been given a fresh twist. Remember, on Wednesday, the Indian Express had in fact released a report where it had said that the DIG had in fact ordered the blowing up of the ship. The DIG had denied the report, saying he was misquoted. The fresh twist is that the video was released by the Indian Express. Let's quickly take a look at that video.
मुझे स्पीच दी गई थी लेकिन मैं मन से बात करूं। हम लोग गीतांसर, सानी, इंदू, Spiti, Mamta, Hire, LNT people, fraternity from Navy, from the Coast Guard, of LNT. It's really indeed a privilege to be here in front of you. And this is my second visit to Surat. And I feel really proud to be with all of you in this auspicious occasion of launching this book. And thanks, Sani, for giving us the opportunity, to my wife for launching this vessel. And let me tell you, I hope you remember 31st December night. We blew off the Pakistan. We have blown them off. I was there at Gandhinagar and I told at night, blow the boat off. We don't want to serve them biryani.
We don't want to serve them biryani is what he says. Now, this particular video, this particular statement contradicts the government's claim that the suspected terrorists had set the boat on fire and they blew themselves up. Very, very interesting there. This story is definitely the top trend, not only on news channels, but also on social media. Now, Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar addressed a press conference and he spoke about the controversy at the end of the Aero India 2015 show, and this is what he had to say. He said that the Defence Ministry sticks to its stand. There is no change in the situation and evidence will be released if required. And he also said that there are 15 to 16 lakh servicemen in India. If someone makes an incorrect statement, government is not responsible. And he also said that he will take action against the DIG if required, and we can only proceed by way of inquiry. And he is definitely not issuing a clarification. He's just saying that the ministry stand remains the same. And one of the reporters had asked him if the Coast Guard fired at the Pakistani boat, and the defense minister said, "This is not a courtroom. This is a press conference." All right. So those are the tweets that you can see doing the rounds regarding that particular controversy. He is threatening the DIG instead of coming out with the truth, says that tweet. All right, the truth will only be found out after the inquiry and whatever the government chooses to let us know, I suppose. Okay, the second trend that is doing the rounds is that very, very interesting TV debate on Times Now, which was moderated by Arnob, and the hashtag is called Government versus NGO. Now, this was the debate to discuss the fight between the government and Greenpeace. You will remember that Greenpeace activist Priya Pillai was offloaded from her flight to London, and she was in fact going to give a testimony before a British parliamentary committee, and the government had in fact said that her meeting with the committee would have had a global cascading effect, which would create a false image of the country's massive efforts to protect the tribals' rights. So the affidavit, the ministry also said that in-person testimony of local activists are used by foreign nations to add credibility to their reports, which are used as instruments of control to further their core objective of foreign policy masked in a cloak of protecting civil rights. So this is what had happened. In fact, on the 11th of January, she was offloaded, and she had moved the court seeking permission again to visit the British capital to make a presentation. Now, remember, Greenpeace India has been supporting the tribal villages in Singrauli district of Madhya Pradesh that are opposed to the mining of coal in Mahan Forest, which is a source of livelihood for the villagers. Now, there is a particular blog that says Pillai was singled out by the government because the protest against the mining was gathering steam. The court, in fact, which was hearing Pillai's writ petition, questioned the allegation, this particular allegation that the government has said that it would have been prejudicial to India's interests and that it would have a global cascading effect, and said the government should know the difference between nationalism and jingoism. So that is what the government has said, and definitely this is something that is doing the rounds. Yesterday, last evening, Arnab Goswami had moderated a debate. There were panelists including Satyanath Sarangi, Kavita Krishnan, Sambit Patra, and RSN Singh, former RAW officer. So these were a very interesting debate there, which is definitely trending on social media. Okay, moving on, the next trend is, of course, World Cup, the match, the ongoing match, in fact, between Bangladesh and Afghanistan. And the hashtag is called hashtag BAN versus AFG, that's Bangladesh versus Afghanistan. Now, Bangladesh won the toss and batted first, and Bangladesh were all out for 267 from their 50 overs. So they have set a target of 268. Now, the last time I checked, Afghanistan was 119 for 4. I will try and bring you the live scores as soon as possible, but those, they're 78 for 5, in fact, not 119 for 4, 78 for 5. And these are the tweets that are doing the rounds. Anything over 260 would be tough for Afghanistan to chase. Bangladesh has been around for 10-15 years. Giving them test status was a blunder, okay? Great commentating, great to see the excited fans out in force. Okay, big congratulations on reaching 4,000 runs. Okay, this is... all right, some people should be proved. Now you have to do it. Rise of the Tigers, okay? You are not weak, never were. This is definitely a Bangladesh supporter. Wow, Afghanistan bowlers are extremely talented. Come on, Blue Tigers, okay? That is in support of Afghanistan. Bangladeshis can be happy. Their batting is distinctly better than India's during the Tri-Series. One thing is for sure, both teams are saying, Inshallah, we will win. Hard work pays off. Okay. And those are some of the articles doing the rounds on social media as well, how Bangladesh and Afghanistan face off each other. They are facing it off right now, in fact. Okay, moving on. Shakti Kapoor was actually mobbed by fans. Can you imagine that? In fact, most of the articles and tweets on social media that are doing this is in fact trending not so much on Twitter but on Facebook. He went to interact with his fans. He was doing a film during the shooting. He went to interact with the fans. And can you imagine, one fan actually robbed him of his earring, splitting his earlobe into two. He was bleeding profusely from his earlobe and he had to be rushed to a nearby clinic for assistance and first aid. So Shakti Kapoor is another trend that we are seeing on social media, not so much on Twitter, but definitely on Facebook. Now, he was in Kanpur for the shoot of Kya Cool Hai Hum 3. And that's the sign from the universe, stop making that movie, somebody says. Mrs. Batman is saying on Twitter, okay. Ooh, ouch, that must have hurt. On a side note, Shakti Kapoor has fans? Ask someone. All right. So, Bollywood baddie Shakti Kapoor mobbed and robbed of his earring by his Kanpur fans. These are basically the news articles that are there. He loses stud gifted by Shraddha Kapoor. Okay, that's one information we didn't know. His daughter had given him that stud. Okay, so again the news articles, and of course what you can, the sense I'm getting from all these tweets on social media is people are really surprised that Shakti Kapoor actually got mobbed by fans. So in fact one tweet also said ouch with OU separately, ow, the very famous Shakti Kapoor dialogue there. All right, so he decided to meet his fans, and that must have been some really cool looking diamond that somebody actually just robbed him of it. Okay, finally something that is trending, something that has excited all of us at India Post Live also is Badlapur. Now Badlapur, as you all know, is releasing on Friday, and the hashtag is called Badlapur this Friday. It is an action crime drama film, and the most interesting thing about this film, even the makers feel, what has actually generated this kind of an interest is the face-off between two actors, Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Varun Dhawan. Both of them completely different schools of acting. Varun Dhawan is of course, comes from a film family, and Nawazuddin Siddiqui is an outsider, a complete outsider. So, this on-screen pairing, the makers feel, will make for interesting viewing, and this is one of the reasons why the revenge drama has become a talking point. So Varun is of course mainstream. He, when his films has made him, a chocolate boy, Humpty Sharma ki Dulhania, Main Tera Hero, Student of the Year. He has a chocolate boy image. Nawazuddin, in fact, has done unusual films, Lunchbox, Gangs of Wasipur. He's a critically acclaimed film, and he has also done successful films like Talash and Kick. So it's going to be interesting, and this film is supposed to be a twisted entertainer. A little bit about the story. Raghav, or Raghu, is a man with a past. He witnessed his wife and son being killed during a robbery. 15 years later, Raghu finds out who pulled the trigger to kill his family, and there the journey begins. So it's going to be exciting, I'm sure, this film. It is definitely an action crime drama film, and Varun Dhawan, from his chocolate boy image to a character with shades of grey. Nawazuddin Siddiqui, of course, I'm sure will be a delight. I will definitely go watch the film only for Nawazuddin Siddiqui. All right, there you can see new looks, both of them. A bearded Varun Dhawan. So those are the topics that are trending. Before we leave you, we will show you the trailer of Badlapur. I'm sure after watching it, you all, like me, will definitely be inspired to go to the theatre to watch the film. What do you have to say on these topics that are trending? Write into us, tweet us at #IndiaPostLive and @IndiaPostLive. Send us your video comments, send us your posts. And if you have something to say about the top topics that are trending, you can of course join the conversation live as well. If there is some topic that you think is trending which we have missed out, you can also tell us about it and opine your views on that particular topic. So here's the trailer of Badlapur. Thank you so much. See you again tomorrow. Bye.
लोग कहते हैं अपने दुश्मन को माफ कर देना चाहिए। मैं भी यही मानता हूं, लेकिन उन्हें तड़पा तड़पा के मारने के बाद
छल्ली कर दे सीना मेरा, छल्ली कर दे सीना मेरा, छल्ली कर दे सीना मेरा, दाग दे सारे
नाव काय तुझं?
रघु.
काय?
रघु.
घेतली काय?
मर्डर केले.